Hey guys, so before this video starts, I just want to say that we did get the forklift running. So in the video that you're going to see in a second, you don't see me start it. But just so you know, I did start it. My brother-in-law did run and drive it. He moved it forward and backwards. We really didn't have a whole lot of time to do a whole lot of videoing on it. I spent most of my time researching it, trying to look through the digital manual, looking online through Google and stuff, trying to figure out what all the relays and everything. But then in the end, I ended up figuring it out just by some automotive know-how and just kind of thinking of the fuel, air, and spark method, and it ended up working out. The forklift did turn over, it did run, and I did fix the throttling. Everything was in motion. So what I'm about to talk about on the video in the next second, I did actually do, but I did it off camera. We really didn't think that we were going to get this thing to run. I didn't think I was going to get it to run. I was almost on the halfway verge of stopping and telling him he's going to have to hire some kind of a forklift mechanic. But I ended up getting it to work in the end. But we were so super excited and super ecstatic and got it and just kept going to the next step. I got it running, and then the throttle wasn't working, so I was working on the throttle. Then I got the throttle working. He ended up getting in there, driving it back and forwards. We were jumping up and down, super excited. And then it was time to go. I had to go back home. He had to go take his family home. So we really didn't have a whole lot of time to do a filming of the video. And I honestly didn't do it from the beginning to the end because I literally didn't know what I was going to run into. So I don't like doing those kind of things because I can't research and hold the camera at the same time. I really didn't have anybody to hold it for me. If I had someone holding the camera for me while I'm doing my research and checking it out, that would have been a perfect video to do because while someone's holding it, I can do what I need to do. But it's kind of hard to do both at the same time. Film, research, I would end up having to stop, go because I'm running into brick walls. But since I figured it out and I got it working, I did an after video to show you guys exactly how I got it working. So enjoy the video. Thank you guys. Like and subscribe. Hey guys, it's your boy Fix It Daniel, and I am at the Valley Overstock in Christiansburg, Virginia, at my brother-in-law's site. This is the same kind of jackpot bins like my mother-in-law has, but his is in Christiansburg. So I'm here because I'm trying to fix his forklift, and I think I figured out a way of making it work. So in case you guys have this particular forklift, you guys can have the same issues that I can actually help you fix. So let's go over to the forklift, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how we got it. Okay, so this is my brother-in-law's forklift. It is a Daewoo G25. And the problem that he was having with this is that it would not turn over. He would turn it on, you could hear the gas pump going, but it actually did not turn over. So I had to take a few time of figuring this out. He got a new battery. He thought it was the starter, which the starter is right down here. Come to find out, it actually wasn't the starter. So the reason what I had to do is I had to do some research of it online. We thought it might have been some of these fuses because it is a little been sitting for a while, been sitting since February, but I figured it out and I actually got it to run. So basically, we thought it was all these fuses, but the problem was that I could not find what these fuses were for. So there were some fuses here and here, but these fuses are all good. So still we're having the problem, still having the issue. So this is a G24 engine, gas, not diesel. So if you got a diesel, this may not work, but it might work in the same kind of concept. But this is gas. So the reason and the way I figured it out is this. Let's go over to the other side. As we come over to the other side, there's a bunch of relays here. There's some relays and switches here. I did everything, nothing worked until I did some final research. The issue was it was coming on, but the problem was this, the fuel filter. So the fuel filter was clogged. All I did was do the normal tap, 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 and it actually turned over. So it actually works, it actually runs, but then we had a second issue. His throttle was not going down. it would go down to the floor, but not come back up. But now it comes up and down. Now, what I did was, if you lift up and see right here, you see that little silver piece? That's what brings it back up. This whole entire piece is an electrical mechanism, and the wire goes all the way to this throttle body right here. So basically what I did was, since it's been sitting since February, it was stuck. So when I got it lifting up here, I just took my little flathead screwdriver and kept pushing it up and down until it finally came back up. Now it goes up and down, and he's got his throttle working perfectly. So now this forklift is now running and moving under its own power. It's been sitting since February, and all I literally had to do was do the tapping of the fuel. It is not the starter. So I saved him a $600 just by doing simple mechanical fixing. All you have to do is trace it. So basically, if you get your forklift and nothing's turning over, but you're hearing the gas pump working, that means that one, either your gas is too low, which his actually isn't, is a little bit low, but it's not that bad, or figure out the electrical of why the starter is not turning over. If you're turning the key and it's not turning over, try looking at all your electricals. If you think all your electricals are okay, try tapping on the fuel filter, because as I was tapping the fuel filter and turning the key, it actually started cranking over. So now it's basically running every time. He may have to give it a little bit of throttle, but it works just perfectly fine. So all he has to do is replace the fuel filter, get that new one replaced with something cool, maybe add a little fuel additive to help keep it clean inside, turn the key, do what he needs to do, and everything is working perfectly. I fixed his forklift super easy with just nothing but some know-how and some hand tools. So take your time and go through it a little by little. Pull up the manual. If you can pull up the manual online, there is a manual online for this particular forklift, and you can just go through it as best you can. But I figured it out with just some mechanical automotive know-how, just from thinking of how it works in a vehicle, a car, or a truck, or whatever. This is the same kind of concept. It's a gas-driven forklift. So the same kind of concepts of a car is the exact same concepts of this forklift. Just do your tracing, figure it out. If you got fuel, you got spark, you got a motor that's going to turn over. Now, unless there's something else, those are really pretty much the three items: fuel, spark, and air. You get those three, and I guarantee you it's going to turn over. So that is my fix for this Daewoo G25E, running perfectly fine. If you guys have any comments, please go down and link in the description. Let me know what you guys think. This is a really short little video, but it was a really quick fix. Only did two things: fuel filter and throttle position. Worked out perfectly fine. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.